Hello, I'm John Fox and I'm Don on the West. I'm having a Danganronpa trigger happy Havoc adventure and I am streaming this. You can't see it, I just use it as my backup. The only reason I mention it is because, oh boy, I've had a few unlucky recordings. Anyway, oh no, Sakura's dead. I know what's going to happen in the next 2 minutes anyway, because of those reasons. I could only feel the last lingering warmth of a living body. Life had abandoned Sakura's body, and then the alarm.
A body has been discovered. After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
Chapter 4. The Deadly Life. Yes.
Huh?
Poison?
Sakura's...
Bread?
Sakura's...
Street cred?
dead?
Dead! Of course. They look really different. Like, these are really different styles. Although she looks exactly the same. Although I think her skin is lighter, which I thought was weird. I wasn't going to mention it, but like, her skin's light. Like, she's, yeah.
She's really dead?
I heard Hina talking, but my eyes stared steadily forwards. I could only look on at Sakura's dead body. We didn't make it in time. It happened again. Muttering to herself, Kyoko began to gently inspect Sakura's body. I wondered, was she confirming that Sakura really was dead? Checking for a pulse or reaction? Oh, this looks a different colour. I have to go get them. I have to go get the others. With shaky legs, Hina left the rec room. And I... Why? Why did this have to happen? That's all I could say. I repeated it over and over and over again.
I
need to examine Sakura's body. I just stood there, motionless, behind her while she checked Sakura's corpse. Time passed. While I stood there, unable to do a thing, time just passed. Time is still passing. And after, I don't know how long, I guess possibly 4 seconds, I got everyone.
What?
Ogre?
yes.
Oh, she's dead, huh?
I see.
Sakura's been killed, I see. As soon as they arrived, Kyoko began...
Just a second.
You heard the announcement just now, right? Do you know what this means?
Interesting.
Sakura was murdered by someone in this very room. Is that what you were gonna say?
Huh?
No. She looked cross-eyed. Oh, she is cross-eyed. Whoever killed her, it's not just someone in this room.
It's your fault!
It's one of you. Hiro, Byakuya, Toko, one of you killed Sakura.
What? What?
You're accusing us before we've even begun the investigation. So I was thinking it might be suicide. That way, if we've got enough people for 2 more murder investigations. I don't need to investigate anything. Because you hated her. You hated the sight of her.
I won't forgive you.
One of you did it, I know it. You know it?
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
Jeez, I didn't know your power level would increase that much just by getting mad.
What the heck?
What are you doing here?
Come on!
Isn't it obvious? I'm here to hand out my little murder flyer.
It's the Monokuma file!
That's right.
Yeah.
Don't get so mad, Miss Asahina, or you're gonna ruin that lewd little face of yours. Now then, with that, hold on. There's something I want to ask you.
Huh?
It was you, wasn't it? You killed Sakura?
Say what?
Sakura wanted to challenge the mastermind to a duel. Maybe you and her fought again and
In other words...
Then I killed her? Sorry, not quite. Actually, not even close. That whole thing is totally irreverent now. Irrelevant even. Sakura came to a most regrettable end, even with getting even without getting the chance to finish things with me. Which, thank God for that, it saved me the trouble of having to go through our little fight. Because even for someone like me, it would have been no mean feat to take down a behemoth like that.
Hey,
I gotta tell you, I was actually pretty worried. I mean, she'd violated a rule by attacking me in the first place, but I wasn't able to punish her.
well
I
done.
don't know who it was, but whoever the blackened is this time, I owe you one.
What is this?
You owe them one. Whoopsie! Before you get all pissy-potty at me, you better figure out who did it first.
Shing!
Because, I mean, your lives are all on the line, right?
What is this?
The hell? You owes them
I
one.
won't forgive you.
I hate him. I hate this whole thing. Well, I, for one, am glad it was Sakura. She was working for the mastermind after all. How can you say that now? Sorry, I don't have time for your squabbling. The next game has already begun. If you want to be angry at someone, be angry at whoever killed Sakura.
Anyway,
Right now, our top priority needs to be uncovering Sakura's killer. If we can't do that, we're all dead. Then let's decide who will stand guard this time. I'll do it. You know? I'm okay. Just let me handle it. Besides, I want to be here with Sakura.
That's fine.
Okay, then Hino is guard number one, but we need more. Kyoko, it's you.
what?
Me? You're always a thorn in my side. This time just stand by and watch quietly. Consider that an order. An order?
That's fine.
Fine, I'll stay behind. Then it's settled. Let's begin, shall we? Hold on. Before that, there's something I want to say.
What?
Which is... Hiro, Byakuya, Toko, none of you are allowed to step foot in the crime scene.
Huh?
What?
It's your fault!
One of you killed Sakura.
I won't forgive you.
Won't let someone like that come anywhere near her.
Stop talking.
Don't be stupid. Our lives are in just as much danger as yours. We have every right to investigate. I don't care what you say. I'm not letting the one who killed Sakura anywhere near her. Even if it means I have to use force, you're not getting in here. It appears the further discussion would be a waste of time. How about a compromise?
It's all clear
I
now.
won't ask you to let us all in. Just let me in.
What?
What? You don't really care, do you? You're both useless. Anyway.
Yep.
Nope, don't really care. I'd rather spend my time coming up with another splendid fantasy involving Master anyway. And you, Hiro? Do you really object? We're gonna take it that far. What can I do? I mean, I don't have anything to hide. So why should I care?
It's all clear now.
It's decided.
What are you saying?
Nothing's decided.
Calm down.
I know how you feel, Hina. But you should just agree to his request. But
Hey,
we have to find out who killed Sakura.
correct.
For those that are us that are still alive, and to honor Sakura's memory. Fine, I guess that's okay. But no matter what, Byakuya, you absolutely aren't allowed to touch her. Naturally. Why would I want to touch a filthy dead body?
Listen,
That's enough fighting. We need to focus on the investigation from here on out. Everyone keep this in mind. If we can't uncover Sakura's killer,
listen to me.
all of us face execution. Finding out who killed Sakura, it's not a matter of hoping we can do it. It's if we want to survive, we have to do it. It's kind of hopeless hope. We have no choice but to just do it. So, investigate. So, yeah, last time I've actually seen all of that conversation before. This is all new to me now. I better check the Monokuma file before anything else. The victim was Sakura Ogami. The time of death is estimated around 12 noon. The body was discovered in the rec room on the 3rd floor of the school. There is evidence of a strong blow to the victim's head. No other injuries were noted. However, it seems that at some point the victim suffered from a violent vomiting of blood.
Hey,
I think this case might be a challenge. Why is that?
so...
The only way into the rec room is the door we just came through, and the door had just been jammed shut with the chair from inside the room, which means the killer would have to escape somehow, after barring the door. So if the door was blocked from the inside, there was no way in or out till we broke the window, there's like zero escape, right?
In other words,
This is a classic locked room murder. Locked room murder? I guess you might see this kind of thing a lot in mystery novels and books or whatever, movies. But could it really happen in real life and right before our very eyes like this? I feel like you shouldn't call out the fact that you're fiction.
hey,
Are you curious to hear more about what a locked room murder entails? I mean, I'm quite familiar. I genuinely, I'm a big fan of Poirot, so yes, I know what a locked room murder is, but I'm curious about what the game says about it. Also, I don't have a choice. Sure, if you don't mind.
that's fine.
When you break down this kind of murder mystery, there are 4 basic types. The first is when the locked room is created after the actual crime is committed. This simply means the killer commits his crime and then through some special methods seals the room. This mainly involves some sort of trick involving locking of the room. Basic approaches include using a string or simple mechanism. There are a number of variations. So for that, all we'd have to do is check the door to see if that's what it was, right?
Correct.
The second type is when the room already exists. The locked room already exists before the crime is committed. Oh.
In other words,
Basically, the killer uses a special contraption or tool from outside to target the victim inside. You push a switch and it fires a handgun. You shoot an arrow through a gap in the door, something like that.
however,
But in this case, it doesn't seem to fit. There are no guns or arrows in the school, and the door doesn't have any gap that would allow it. I think we can probably cross that one off the list.
it's true.
The third type is when the killer stays in the room till it's opened up. What do you mean by that?
In other words,
They stay hidden, and when the door is open, they use the confusion to blend in with the group. They pretend they showed up along with everyone else, and that's that. Sounds like it could have been possible, maybe.
it's true.
And the fourth and final type is when it wasn't actually a locked room at all. Not a locked room.
In other words,
By that, there was actually an alternative escape route somewhere within the room. You see this a lot in novels and things, but in reality it's generally not possible. When you think, then you think we can cross that one off, right?
indeed.
I believe so, yes. So when it comes to locked room mysteries, those are the basics. There are 4 possibilities, and Kyoko, which one of those 4 choices seems most likely in this case?
It's true.
It's a good question. Answering that should be our primary focus during the trial, but right now I can't really say. I see. The way the killer set up the locked room. Till I figure that out, the truth behind Sakura's death will stay hidden. She still could have committed suicide though, which is actually quite common in locked room mysteries because the killer's still inside the room, see? That follows the rules. It's definitely a tough mystery. I need to concentrate and investigate as much as I can. Things like poison. You make it look like she was killed one way and she was actually killed another. That way you killed her outside the room and she didn't die until she came inside the room. If she put the chair up though, that would point to suicide. Or this looks like some kind of wrapper.
Huh?
Do you recognise it, Hina?
Well,
Yeah, I mean, I gave it to her. That's candy wrapper. Sakura's got super upset when she found out Genocide Jack had attacked me, right? So after we left the nurse's office, I gave it to her. I thought it might help her calm down a little. She gave that candy to Sakura. I found a big box of it in the warehouse. I really like them. Actually, as soon as we get into the room house, as soon as we could get into the warehouse, I took the entire box back to my room. I made sure nobody else could get their hands on them. You really like them that much?
I mean,
But I wanted Sakura to get a chance to try one for herself. That's why I gave it to her. But now they've all lost their flavour. No, that's a really it's a poignant thing to say. Polka dot candy wrapper has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. There are shards of glass shattered all around the chair Sakura was sitting on. The glass is all red and these are tops and bottom sections of a bottle, right? So this must have originally been a bottle. Glass shards on the floor. Okay. Huh. There's something else on the ground near the glass. It's a figure. It fits in the palm of my hand. It's a Monokuma figure! Figure on the floor has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook. Sakura drew her last breath sitting slumped forwards in this chair. There's obvious evidence of a blow to the head Sakura suffered. Normally I wouldn't have any problem believing that's what killed her, but according to the Monokuma file she also vomited blood. I can see a trace of blood on her lips for sure. What could have caused her to vomit blood? The Monokuma file specifically said she hadn't suffered any other injuries. Status of Sakura's body has been added to the Truth Bullets. Maybe her getting hit on the head somehow caused her to start vomiting blood. Not a chance. Byakuya.
That's fine.
However, your eyes have landed in the most interesting location. Interesting?
Naturally.
Yes, most interesting, don't you agree? No, I don't think I'd call it interesting, but it does make me wonder. The reason Sakura vomited blood absolutely has to be connected to why she died. That's the same shelf full of magazines. There's all different kinds of magazines here. There's a blood stain in front of the magazine shelf. They must have come from Sakura, right? But that doesn't make sense. Why is it so far away from where she died? Magazine shelf. Blood stain has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. There's some kind of plastic container rolling around near the entrance to the room.
So...
Looks like a protein drink and it's empty. Sakura must have drank it. Everyone knows how much she loved her protein. And she mentioned more than once how protein was good for all sorts of ailments.
wrong.
I wouldn't take that to heart if I were you. I know. But still, this protein can. It's got a label on it that says Chem A2. That reminds me. Sakura mentioned how the Chem Lab had all kinds of health stuff. So she must have gotten this from the Chem Lab.
Just a second.
That's strange. Huh, what is it?
Hey,
You must see what's scattered around the can. Shards of light blue glass. They must be parts of the window I broke to get inside.
correct.
But they aren't scattered around the can. They're also underneath it. Why does that matter?
So...
I can't say for sure, but you're probably going to want to take note of it. Feel like it'll become an important clue later on. Important clue? I'm not sure I see how. Yeah, that is interesting. The chair was shoved up against the doorknob, so we couldn't get the door open. There's no evidence of any kind of string or mechanism used on the chair. In other words, there's no reason to think the chair had anything special done to it.
What?
What do you want? You're bothering me. Go away. He's not even trying to hide how much he despises me. I better go before he crushes my soul completely.
However,
But for Sakura to have been killed, yeah, she's not the type that would go down without a fight.
it's true.
And she certainly didn't, I would say. She was the ultimate martial artist, strong in body, mind and spirit. So how was the killer able to get the upper hand on her? I wonder, did someone get the upper hand? They must have taken her by surprise, right?
Certainly.
They would have needed to if they expected any chance to fight against her.
What the heck?
We already know who did it.
I won't forgive
Bayaka,
you.
Toko, or Hiro. Had to be one of them. They couldn't stand the sight of her. You agree with me, don't you, Makoto? Well, I don't want to say anything for sure without finding out more. Then let me help you find out more. You see, Sakura asked all three of them to meet with her. You know where? Right here in the rec room. What? After I went to the nurse's office this morning, Sakura and I both left together, right? Well, eventually she went off on her own. But when I saw her again after that, she told me. She said she'd left a note for each of them. She asked them to meet her in the rec room by noon. By noon? That's when she died. She died at noon. I'm telling the truth. I heard it right from Sakura herself. And I tried to stop her. But she wouldn't listen. She said not to worry, that she just wanted to talk to them. And this is what happened. If I'd stopped her, by force even, this never would have happened. Hina. It's impossible not to have regrets, I know. It's Aoi's account. The fact that she asked those three to meet with her, and she asked them to come to the Rec Room at noon, at the same time the place she ended up dying. It might be good to confirm what I just heard with the three of them directly.
What?
What did you want? You're bothering me? I want to ask you about the thing I just heard. Make it quick. Is it true that Sakura asked you to meet her in the Rec Room? So you found out. Interesting. Then it's true. I did receive a note to that effect, yes. But what fool would do what it said, and risk being killed by that monster? So you didn't go see her? Of course not. I ripped the notes to shreds and threw it away. I haven't seen Sakura today at all. Bayaka... What? Buyaka! Byakuya says he didn't go see her. Is that the truth? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact.
Come on.
You're finished. Please remove yourself from my sight. Okay, thanks. Byakuya's account has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Huh! The lock is open, and there on the inside, it's a handprint.
Why?
Why is there a handprint? What's a handprint doing there? Looks like somebody touched the inside of the locker and left a handprint in all the dust.
It's true.
Looks quite fresh too. I'd say someone was hiding in the locker and they left behind something a little extra. So then, maybe the killer hid in there until the locked room was opened, don't you think? And during all the confusion they popped out and joined the rest of the group.
Wrong.
Unfortunately, that's not a possibility. Huh? Why not?
Hey,
Think back, before we opened the door we looked inside the room, right? Oh yeah, and the locker was already open at that point.
indeed.
So there's no way somebody could have hidden in there until after we opened the door. Yeah, so then, what does the handprint mean? This door is the only way in and out of the Rec Room. The doors doesn't have a lock. There's no evidence that the mountains have been tampered with. The only notable change to the door is the smashed window, which happened, of course, when I broke it to get inside. There's no evidence of any kind of string or mechanism was used on the door. In other words, I don't see anything suspicious about the door itself. Having examined both the door and the chair, there's no doubt the reason the door didn't open was simply because the chair was shoved up against it. This kept the doorknob from turning and the door from opening. There's no evidence of the door or chair being tampered with or anything like that. So the killer must have created the locked door from the inside, not from the outside. Rec Room door has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. I don't know. Oh, hang on.
Hey,
Oh crap! Is that new? No. What am I missing then? There are 4 red bottles lined up on the shelf. 4 red bottles lined up on the shelf. Okay. Ah! Inside each bottle there's some kind of Monokuma figure. What I'm wondering is how they get those figures inside the bottles.
so...
It's no different from your standard ship in a bottle. Huh? You know where the bottle's opening is smaller than the boat placed inside? You've never seen that? Oh yeah, maybe I have.
In other words...
Maybe I haven't, not telling you. So this is the Monokuma version of that? A Monokuma bottle, if you will. Okay. I feel like I'm starting to make sense of things little by little. The Monokuma bottle sitting on the shelf. The Monokuma figure we found on the ground. The shards of red glass probably started out as a bottle. Which would mean Sakura would have been hit in the head with the Monokuma bottle, right? Shards of glass and the Monokuma figure are evidence of that. So I think it's safe to say the Monokuma bottle was the weapon.
Listen.
Oh, Makoto, have you finished with your general investigation? Yeah, I think so for the most part.
So then,
Then you should probably go talk to the people now. I'm on guard duty, so I can't leave.
listen to me.
Which is why I've decided you'll go in my place. She decided? She's gotten a lot more pushy since we had our issue. But she's right. I have to go talk to the others. Sakura wanted to meet the other two people. I need to hear what they have to say. Those other two probably went back to their rooms. Press the doorbell. After a few seconds. Huh. Let me use this. Huh?
Who's there?
Ah, the most negative aura I've ever felt. An aura of total decay.
Well, what do you want?
So you're back to normal. Genocide Jack isn't around anymore.
Don't even say her name. It makes me sick to my stomach. I was in such a good mood, too.
She didn't look like she was in a good mood.
Hey, I was hoping to talk to you about something. Is now a bad time?
Obviously annoyed, Toko slithered out into the hall.
What do you want?
You said you wanted to talk to me about something. If it's something indecent, get ready for a sexual harassment lawsuit. What? Oh.
What do you want?
You know, you're always talking about how indecent things are, but you're always the one who brings it up in the first place, you know? What?
What the heck?
Think you can beat me in a battle of wits? You're nothing. That's not what I'm trying to do. Don't bother. The only one who's allowed to accuse me is Master. My heart and soul belong to him. I need to pump the brakes on this situation. Awkward silence. Oh, that's good.
What do you want?
I wanted to talk about the fact that Sakura had asked to meet with you.
Well,
I don't know what you're talking about. Byakuya already told me she has asked to meet with him. What? She wanted to meet with Master too? I just said two, didn't I? I guess now it's totally obvious, huh? Yeah, pretty much. So what can you tell me about it? I admit, I did get the note, but I didn't go see her. I was scared, so I couldn't bring myself to go. Huh. Toko claims she didn't go see her, but can I really believe her? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact. Is it good enough? Then I'm going back to my room. Been added to the triplets. There goes my hero. After a few seconds.
You know?
What's up, Makoto? Did you need something? Hello?
You know?
Yeah, actually, I just wanted to check something. It's about how Sakura wanted to meet with you.
What?
How do you know about that?
Could it be...
Did you maybe gaze into my soul? Have you special abilities awakened in you? But I'm not the only one she wanted to meet with. Oga told me herself that she asked... Oh, that's interesting. Toko and Byakuya to come too. What? When did Sakura tell you that?
What?
Well, when she asked me to meet with her, of course. But didn't she write you a note? Yeah, a note.
How about that?
She gave it to me in person. She happened to have mentioned the others, like in passing. I gotta be honest, this is super suspicious. When you went and met with Sakura.
You got it all wrong.
No way, I totally didn't. Why would I ever do that? Yeah, definitely suspicious.
Actually...
The last time I saw Oga was when Hina got hurt and I took her to the nurse's office.
Don't look at me!
I haven't seen her since. While I'm here, could you show me the note she gave you? Do I still have it? Let's see. Hiro was feeling around his pockets.
Hey, come on!
Sorry, looks like I don't have it anymore. With a big, goofy smile on his face, he pulled his hands back out of his pockets. But when I did, I saw something flutter to the ground. Something had fallen out of Hiro's pockets. Huh?
What?
Quick as the wind, Hiro snatched it back up again. It was a sweetie wrapper. And shoved it back into his pocket.
Hey, come on!
Sorry, just a bit of trash I forgot to throw out. Trash?
What?
You can't deny that Oga asked to meet with me, but I never went. Well, if you excuse me. Before waiting for a reply, Hiro quickly slipped back into his room. Hiro said it was just trash, but there's no way that was all to it. All there was to it. Pocket trash has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Okay, so I've heard from Toko and Hiro. What next? I definitely have to look at the actual crime scene again, but on top of that, maybe I should check out the, the chemical lab. I don't know. The only one I don't think is Hiro, because they wouldn't have pointed at him. So, did you find out anything? Somehow I can sense him saying leave me alone, even without him having to say it. This isn't my first time seeing the shelf, but I just can't get over how big it is. I probably should take a closer look at... Looks like 3 shelves have been connected together to make one giant shelf. But more importantly right now, what's that powder that's been spilled in front of the shelf? I have to be careful not to step in it. These are footprints. They're only in front of the left shelf. How do these footprints relate to the scene as a whole? We may need to sketch out a floor plan. By we you mean me. How kind of you to offer. With an insufferable smirk, he handed me a piece of paper and pen.
What?
Well, let's go. Chop chop. Okay. So I got to work, and before long I'd drawn up a sketch of the room. So how's this? Not bad for you. I mean, for me.
I see.
So when you look at it like this, interesting. It would appear whoever left these footprints only had business at the leftmost shelf. They came in, went straight to that shelf, did whatever they needed to do, and then left. That's what the footprints tell me. Okay.
I see.
So there's more than one person doing stuff. These footprints must be...
It's certainly possible.
Makoto, are they yours? No?
What?
Okay, then let me see your shoes and I'll confirm their size for myself. I couldn't think of a reason not to, so I quietly did what Byakuya said. You see, your feet appear to be too big. Unfortunately, I must admit these are not your footprints. Unfortunately. But with how clear these prints are, it should be quite easy to determine who they do belong to. Then the prints are a valuable clue. As in, if you lay out the footprints, looks like this. When you look at the pattern, whoever's left these behind went to the shelf on the left, and that's it. They went straight there and did something on the left. It's according to the footprints anyway. The prints are really clear, so it shouldn't be too hard to figure out whose they are. which means the footprints are a super valuable clue. Why are you not accepting that as a clue then? Let's see, what's on this shelf? All kinds of dietary supplements and different medicines. Protein drink we found in the rec rooms probably came from the shelf. All the containers on the shelf are labelled with the letter A and a number. What? So I can consider this part of the shelving unit A. Huh? But wait! There's one bottle that's labelled Chem C9. Could someone have put it here on accident? By accident? So somebody took this and returned it to there. So on the shelf looks like a bunch of chemicals that I have no idea what they are. They're reagents. Put simply, they're used in experiments to bring about a chemical reaction. How have you lived in such ignorance for so long? It must truly be bliss. Isn't that kind of harsh?
What?
You think studying science and mathematics is no practical application in the real world?
That's fine.
The words of a lifelong loser, which I suppose suits you well. I didn't even say that. Anyway, this doesn't matter right now. I need to focus on the shelf. All the containers are labelled with the letter B and a number. So I guess I can consider this part of the shelving unit section B. Don't see anything out of the ordinary here, in which case I don't think I have to worry too much about this shelf. On this shelf is... one look I can tell it's nothing but dangerous chemicals. These look like poisons and other powerful chemicals. All the containers on the shelf are labelled with the letter C and a number. So I guess I can consider this part of the shelving unit section C. I should try and find out more about this shelving unit. Looks like it's split into 3 sections. Section A is dietary supplements, Section B has reagents, and Section C has lethal chemicals. Sakura must have gotten a protein powder from Section A. But what concerns me is that Section A, there was a bottle with a label from Section C. And what of the bottle of poison from Section C doing in Section A? There's definitely something going on there. Chem lab shelf. There's a broken bottle in front of the shelf. Is this where all the powder came from? It looks like the bottle had a label on it. Chem C4. Would you like to hear something interesting? I was on the 4th floor this morning, checking things out, and at that point the room wasn't like this. Then this powder must have been spilled...
So in other words...
That's right. It could only have been spilled around the time of the incident. If that really is when it happened, it must be related to the case somehow. Source of the powder has been added to the truth bullets. Well, we know the powder happened before the footprints. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor, but I better not leave a footprint. I should probably take a good hard look at the powder. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor in front of the shelf. There's also the remains of a broken bottle. Looks like the bottle was labelled Chem C4. It also looks like somebody left footprints in that powder. There's a lot of repeating myself. Based on the positioning of the prints, whoever it was only went to the left side of the shelf. According to the bacteria, the powder would have had to have been spilled right around the time of the incident. That's all I can tell for now. There we go, footprints in the powder's been added. I've already taken a good look at the chem lab. Maybe I should take another look around the rec room. Oops, we're gonna miss. It's sort of fitting.
Hey,
So Makoto, how's your investigation going? I told Kyoko and what Toko and Hiro told me.
I see.
So along with Byakuya, they're both claiming they didn't go see her. But it's all too convenient. Someone must be lying. Someone's lying? People lie?
Anyway,
Well, I've made some progress of my own. Sakura's body, the shelf of magazines, and the Monokuma bottles. These three things have revealed new clues. You better go look at them over one more time. So I want to have a look at that again. There's some kind of plastic container. A2, okay. Rolling around near the entrance to the room.
so...
Looks like a protein drink, and it's empty. Sakura must have drank it. Everyone knows how much... Okay. It says Chem A2. Must have gotten this from the Chem Lab.
Hey,
Okay, no, this is all new. According to Kyoko, there's still something to be discovered from Sakura's body.
just a second.
Staring off into space isn't going to help you figure anything out. Well, yeah, I know, but
Hey.
don't you think you might actually need to examine the body?
Whew.
No getting around it. Unlike me, Kyoko didn't recoil at the thought of touching a dead body. She was completely unemotional. It's the kind of thing I've grown perversely used to. Although there are still some times. I can't believe how calm you are. No matter how many times I see a dead body, I can't get used to it.
It's true.
That's totally normal. Then how can you?
So...
I imagine it's because I've had plenty of opportunities to touch dead bodies in the past. What? I just love dead bodies. Just touching them. Sorry, never mind.
Hey,
Just don't take that out of context. More importantly, look here. Those shoes.
correct.
You see that yellow powder on her instep? Yeah, it really stands out.
I see.
The powder is clue number 1.
Hey,
Next is the wound on her head. Look carefully.
it's true.
Actually, even telling you that, it's incredibly difficult to spot, so let me
It
explain.
would seem...
She didn't suffer a single blow, but instead received 2 blows to the head. 2 blows?
Indeed.
Interesting, wouldn't you say? There's more than one interesting thing.
Correct.
Both of her hands were spotless. There's absolutely no trace on either one.
It's true.
So that's what I learned from examining her body in detail. Kyoko's examination summary has been added to the truth bullets. I can't believe she was able to learn all that just by looking at her body. I don't think anyone but Kyoko could have pulled that off. I think Kyoko said she found a new clue involving the Monokuma bottles. Something new, something new.
Hey,
So, did you figure it out? There's a hidden correlation between all the bottles. Pay careful attention and you're sure to find it. I mean... Oh, yes! They have different chess pieces in. Hey Kyoko, can you just tell me what it is? I
so...
don't mind guiding you towards clues, but giving you my conclusion isn't a good idea. Each person needs to come to their own conclusions, so that everyone can have confidence in the outcome. And it's not just because you don't trust me, right? No answer. I do trust you, to a degree, otherwise I wouldn't have told you anything to begin with. Only to a degree. Monokuma bottle has been updated. There's 2 missing bottles, right?
Hey,
Actually, there's one thing about the Monokuma bottles that's bothering me. I'd like to do an experiment to confirm it. You don't mind helping me, right? An experiment?
anyway...
Can you gather up all the pieces of the broken Monokuma bottle? Try to get the smaller pieces too. Huh. Are you sure it's okay to mess with the cream sign? Like that.
That doesn't
I've
matter.
already done a thorough investigation, so it's fine. And that obnoxious Byakuya is not here.
So then...
Anyway, I need to get something from the chem lab. While I'm gone, try and gather up all the glass. With that, Kyoko left the room. I don't really know what this is about, but what choice do I have? I better just do it. I took the broom and dustpan and got to work, collecting all the broken bottle pieces. And just as I finished up... Sorry to keep you waiting.
So then...
Is everything ready? Then let's get to work. So what kind of experiment are we doing?
In other words...
I got a scale from the chem lab. We're going to use it to compare weights. Compare weights of what? The pieces of glass you collected. And one of the Monokuma bottles that's still intact. Why do you want to do that? That's the point of the experiment. It will make sense when we're done.
Listen.
First, let's compare the weight of the 2 normal Monokuma bottles. There's balanced.
In other words,
Each Monokuma bottle weighs about the same. Which makes sense. The Monokuma figures inside are basically the same. Nothing else could really affect the weight.
so then,
Now here comes the important part. Put all the pieces you picked up on one side of the scale. Now what might we expect to see? What a normal assumption would be, either they'll balance out or the pieces collected will be lighter. I did my best to get them all, but there's a chance I could have missed some here or there.
so then,
So let's give it a try. Huh. The broken pieces are heavier. How is that possible?
I knew it.
Just as I thought. What?
In other words,
The result of our experiment. The correlation between each bottle. Put it together.
hey,
And I believe you will arrive at one persuasive conclusion. So what do you think? It's all on you. Monokuma bottle experiment has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Right. There are a number of red bottles on the shelf in the rec room. Inside each bottle is a Monokuma figure. There seems to be some sort of kind of unknown correlation between the bottles. That makes some of them heavier. Well, they're all different chess pieces. That's a pawn. That's a knight. There's a missing... Oh, it's two bottles. It's two bottles with a glass. You're an idiot, John. It's two bottles with a glass. Okay, I really want to look at the last one, but I'm gonna let you go. So I can save my game. I've been John Foxy on the channel John West. I've been having a Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc adventure. It is 2 AM. I'm gonna sleep on this because I. There's one more clue, isn't there? No, I'm gonna let you go. I'll let you go. I can miss a clue. I can miss a clue. We'll get the final clue. We'll get the final clue. Kyoko said the magazine shelf was hiding a clue of some kind. Clue. Ah, the magazine's upside down. Someone put it back that way on accident?
hey,
Something catches your eye, it's important for you to explore that in detail, don't you think? Yeah, you're right. I picked up the inverted magazine and flipped through it. This is one of the pages near the center of the magazine. A word has been written in bold, bloody letters. I hope you can read it. It's not numbers again. And it says Toko. Could this be a dying message?
correct.
Then it would appear you found it. Kyoko, is this...
So,
It is indeed a dying message. Someone used their finger to write it. But her fingers are clean.
however,
Just to be clear, I'm not the one who put it back upside down. It was already like that when I found it a while ago. I made sure to put it back exactly as I found it, for the benefit of the others who might come looking. Okay, so I'm going to let you go and we'll play that again on the next episode because it will load. Thank you for watching. I've been John Foxy. It's been Danganronpa. Trigger Happy Havoc.